Hello students. In this video, let us learn about the once famous Java applets. So let's see first what are Java applets and why they were being used. So applets were used to embed Java programs inside HTML web pages. Means applets are some kind of Java code that it is used to embed Java programs inside HTML web pages. Okay, the applets were mainly used to these animations like bouncing balls, rotating text, and moving graphics, small games like snake puzzle games, and the real-time simulations like graph plots, algorithm demos, and GUI elements inside the browser, that is buttons, forms, calculators, etc. Data visualization, that means graphs, charts, and diagrams, etc. So the timeline, if you see that the Java applets were introduced during the first version, that is the release of Java in the year 1996, and they were most famous during Java 1.1 and Java 1.2, and all browsers were supported during this period, 1997 to 2002, and they started declining in 2005 to 2010 during the Java versions 5 and 6, and Java applets deprecated in 2017. That is in the version of Java 9, and they were completely removed. The applet viewer tool is removed in Java 11 in the year 2018. That means the browser support ended in 2015 to 17, and it was removed in 2018 by Java 11. So this is a very brief timeline of the Java, and let's see what was actually Java applet running method. So there are two ways to run Java applet. Means whenever you are going to execute a Java program, that is application program, and means which are not applets and which will be requiring the main method. That means application programs definitely require main method for the execution, and without the main method there is no entry to the execution, and there cannot be any execution of the application program. So applet program is not that kind of, and applet program does not require the main method, and the applet program running is a different method. But for both of them, application and applet as well, the compilation is going to be same. That is Java C space your class name dot Java. So Java applet, the program which is going to create the applet, and inside the applet components are like a Java file, and it is like an application programming file, but they won't contain main method in them, and they will be compiled in the same way like an application program. That is your Java C space class name dot Java. For that one, you have to save the program with the class name only. And the first method to run is HTML file, and the second method is by applet viewer tool. The HTML file means this is directly opening the web browser. That is, you will open your web browser, your HTML file through any web browser, that it will be displaying all the contents that are created in the applet. Okay, and the applet viewer tool is using the applet viewer command. You will be running the applet viewer program, so that it is only for testing purpose. Means the applet will be created for test purpose. It is not created in the web page, but it is created in your personal computer that the user is using. But this HTML method creates the applet in the web browser. So first, by going to HTML file, we let us see to go to execute an applet program. So first, let us see this code. So in this code, the first command is import java.applet.applet. Means this is an applet package, and to create an applet, we first we first have to make use of the applet class, which is inbuilt in this applet package. So this applet class only is able to create the applet, and this is inbuilt in the applet package. So you have to import the applet package, and this applet package, how this applet class is going to be used and how it is going to create means we have to the user has to define a user defined class, which is a subclass to the applet class, which is subclass to the applet class. Means you will be using the extends keyword, that is inheritance, and this sentence is going to give you that sentence. Okay, let us see after that one line by line. And the next, whenever you are going to create the applet, there are many contents in the applet. That means you need to use colors to paint those components or contents. Then we have to import the awt package with the color. So java.awt.color is also imported using the import command. And the next, for the graphic elements, you need to import the graphics package. So import java.awt.graphics. Then next, for the language instructions, you can be utilizing this java.lang package also, and which is very default package in the Java language. So the next first statement is public class car extends applet. So the very usage of extends tells us that we are using inheritance, and this class is the leftmost class is the subclass to the rightmost class. The public is access modifier, class is a class definition keyword, and the car is a class name which is extending to applet, that is a super class. And next, inside this class, I'm using the method paint. Okay, so this is like public is access modifier and void is a return type, means it will return nothing, and paint of graphics G. So this is going to be giving some graphics method in the graphics package. Then next, I am going to build my car with the car body. So this is going to draw the car body, and I am going to draw my car using the red color. So g dot set color and the color dot red. So this will give my body instructions, whatever it is that I'm giving the body drawing, that will be filling with the red color. So the first one is g dot fill rectangle. So the rectangle method is called, and it will draw a rectangle inside the applet. So these are the coordinates. The first two are the coordinates of the top left corner of the rectangle, and the second two numbers are the height and width of the rectangle. And there is one more rectangle also. So that is also the measurements will be first two are the topmost top left corner coordinates, and the second two are the uh, height and width of the rectangle. So next I am going to draw windows to my car, and the color I am selecting is color dot cyan. So the cyan color, so I am giving color dot cyan. So these are also rectangles, and the measurements are going to be same. And what are the measurements that we will see after execution? The next, the car, I'm going to give the wheels to the car. So this will draw the wheels to the car, and the wheels will be painted with the black color, and the wheels also will be created using this g dot fill oval, means this will be oval shaped drawing, and they will be drawing this. And these measurements, the first two measurements are going to be the top left, that is left corner of the oval, and the top corner of the oval. So the first is the left corner, then the next is the top corner of the oval, and the next the second two numbers are going to be the height and width of the oval. That means rectangle. That means the diameter of the circle. So the second also is going to be giving the second wheel, and if the from the side view, the car will be looking like it is having only two wheels. So two wheels are enough for me, and then I am drawing this one. And the next, to create the applet code, we need to create the applet, we need applet code. So the applet code has to also be given here, and I am giving some applet code here. So in the car dot class, the width and height are specified. So width is 300 and height is 200. Okay. So what is our main file which is going to give the code to draw the applet, to create the applet and the contents in the applet is this one. Okay. So that means you have to save this like any application program, your class name dot java. So if you go to the save as, then it will all automatically show you how to save this one. So because I have already saved this one, it is showing the car, but it will show you an empty thing, that is .txt. You have to type car here and then .java here. So then you can create the Java file. So like this, and you just press on save. So you can actually create a Java file. So you can go to your uh, thing here, and you can see one Java file here. And the next, the applet code has to be saved with a .html extension. So go to just file, save as, and then save this one as car.html. Okay. For the very first time, when you create that .html thing, that it will be showing like a web browser page, but it is showing like a notepad, because I have opened it in a notepad. So it is showing like a notepad, but the file type is HTML file. And And then next, this is a class file because I have already run on my computer that has created a class file and it is showing the class file. But let us see how the class file is created. Now, already I have run it once, but let us see once more we run it. So I am giving the compilation command, the same Java C space, the class name, that is car.java. So this is successfully compiled, and you can see in our folder that a class file is created, and you don't need to open that class file. But first we let us look at the HTML method. HTML method means you have to straightly open the HTML file. That means you just click on this one and you straightly open this HTML file in your web page, so that it is showing that simple car applet, and your browser does not support the Java applets. So let us see what is there inside the code. So inside this applet code, what is there here? The title is simple car applet, and the content inside the display is your browser does not support Java applets. So this is not going to create any Java applet in the web browser. Only simply thing is the web browser, there is one more tab is open, and it is showing the simple message that Java, your browser does not support Java applets with the title simple car applet. Okay, so let us see the second method. What is the second method? Second method is using the applet viewer tool. So that means you have to use applet viewer, and then next your class name .html. So this will create the applet for the user in his own computer. So you can see here the applet is created, and this is the applet that we can actually see on the page that it is showing applet and applet started. So in the applet viewer method or in the HTML method, there are some differences. What are those differences? So let us see here. So in the applet viewer method, that if you see this, it is showing the title of simple car applet, and it is showing the message of Java, your browser does not support Java applets also, but it is not creating the applet, okay, which is created by the applet viewer command. Means our browser is not supporting the applet viewer, so it is not creating any car and applet inside it. Okay, and then let us go to see this applet code. So inside this one, I am giving the simple car applet, and the message also is being shown here. So means the HTML method, the whole HTML code from the start to end will be executed, and this will be shown, okay, wherever whatever are the components that are given in this HTML body, that all the components will be placed inside the applet creator from the browser, and that is why it is showing simple car applet, and your browser does not support Java applets, but it is not creating applet. But so that means every component is executed, but the applet is not created. So same way, but if they were supporting, that means the web browsers were supporting the applet, so then this could have created the applet like this also. That means inside the web page, that it could have created this applet like thing also. So that means this is not supported. The web browser is not supporting here, and it is not creating any applet here. But the all the other contents in the HTML body, that they are being shown here. And let us go to see the applet viewer tool method. Applet viewer tool method means we are directly executing the in the command window applet viewer space car.html, and the applet is running here. And what is applet that it is creating here? Let us see applet viewer. It is because it is indicating the applet viewer tool is used, and applet it is showing only the applet as a title, not the simple car applet as a title we have kept. And it is saying that applet is started. Okay, so the applet is started and it is still running. So you can see the cursor is not restored with the directory here. So, and these are the changes. That means it will not read any command that is incorporated in the HTML body, that is the HTML file. So it will only read the applet code that it is going instructing the compiler or the JVM to create an applet. So the width is 300 and the height is 200. So it will create only this applet, okay, with the applet code concerned line. That means it will read only this sentence, the applet code sentence. Car.class, in association with the car.class, you have to create a 300 width, 200 height Java applet. So that means it is creating the 300 by 200. That means the width is 300 and the height is 200. So that is how it is going to create. And let us see the measurements. What are the measurements that it is going to create? So let us place the applet beside these measurements. So let us see what is the measurements that it is created. The first, whenever you are using the applet, that you have to take the top left corner of the applet as the origin. That means the entire applet will be placed in the fourth quadrant of the natural xy plane. So the x-axis is going to be same, the top end of the applet, that is horizontal axis, and the y-axis is the leftmost end of the applet, that is the negative y-axis. But their coordinates are not in negative. Only thing is origin is the top left corner of the applet, and the x-axis is the top edge of the applet, and the left edge of the applet is going to be the y-axis. And now let us see what are these things. So first is 50. The 50 is from on the x-axis, means from the leftmost side of the applet that it is going to be creating 50. So that means, and then next the 100 is the y coordinate, means from the x-axis it is going to point out the 100. So that means a 50 and 100 point is put here, and this will become the top left corner of the shape that we are going to draw, that is rectangle that we are going to draw. So the at 50, 100, it will place the top left corner of the rectangle, and then next the 200 is going to be the width and 50 is going to be the height. So 200 is going to be the width of the rectangle and the height is going to be the 50. So then next there is another rectangle that I am placing here, 75, 75. So you can simply understand from the previous one, that is 75 is x coordinate. So it will create a point 75 from the left edge of the applet, and 75 is the y coordinate. So it will create a point 75 from the top edge of the applet. So this is a 75, 75. Sorry, this is a 75, 75 point, and this will be the top left corner of the second rectangle. This will be the top left corner of the second rectangle, and the width is going to be the 150. So this is width 150, and the height is 50. So the height is 50. And the next is windows, and the windows are filled with the cyan color, and 110 is the x coordinate. So 110 is x coordinate, means it will put a point 110 here. So you have to always mark out the point of at the top left corner of the rectangle shapes, or the means the square shapes also. Next, this is 110. So this is 110, and this is 80. Y coordinate is 80. So this y coordinate is 80. And the measurements height and width are going to be 30. So this is 30 and this is 30. The next, there is one more window that only x coordinate will be different, so that it will be placed beside the old window. So this is 160. That means this length is 160 and this length is 80, and the height and width are 30. The next is drawing the wheels. So these wheels are filled with a black color, and the wheel shape is oval shape. And what is this 75? So this is 75. The leftmost point of the wheel is going to be with the 75, that is a x coordinate. And what is this 140? 140 is the y coordinate. The topmost point of the wheel is going to be 140. So that means this distance is going to be 140, and this distance is going to be 75. So the height and width of the oval are going to be 50, 50. That means the diameter of the circle is going to be 50. And the next oval, so this is being placed beside, means only the x coordinate will be larger. So this is x coordinate is 175. So this is 175, and then the height is going to be same, that is 140, and the height and width of the oval is also same, 50, 50. So this is the applet that it is being created, and till you stop this applet, it will not stop, because we have not destroyed this applet inside the program. So this will not be destroyed, and once we stop it here, and you can see here, the cursor will be restored back to the directory, and this is the running of the applet using the applet viewer tool. So the final comments are going to be the browsers have supported the Java applets long ago. That means once upon a time before 2017. But thereafter, browsers have denied the support to the Java applets. So we cannot create Java applets through the browsers. That means the HTML method anymore. But we can create the Java applets using the applet viewer tool That means even for the applet viewer tool, you need the HTML file, but it will not read the complete HTML file, but it will take only applet code sentence into this one. Okay, so this is about the Java applets, and thank you.